Welcome back. I'm Brian Safi, host of That's Gay on Infomania, and I'm taking a look at some of my favorite segments. During the break, I discovered something amazing. Did you know that I don't even have to be gay? Watch this. That's gay. An unsettling video was recently released on YouTube of a 16-year-old boy being exorcised because of his homosexuality. Shocking, maybe. But even more shocking, it totally works. Look at that 16-year-old boy now.
The spirit is going, which means I'm not fornicating with men.
Are you attracted to women?
Women, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love Muff. I love getting down on that mound. Clearly, gay exorcisms and gay conversion therapy are considered highly controversial and flat out wrong by many. But they are still a booming business for organizations like Exodus International. These organizations put out some very compelling commercials, like this one featuring a man standing by a dick-shaped tree.
Fear and shame are a gay man's life companions. To many Christians, the mere thought of homosexuality is sickening. Jesus really does love them, and he can set them free from fear and guilt.
For prayer or help, call 888-NEED-HIM.
I'm all for a horse, a plantation, and a couple of kids, but you might want to rethink the name Need Him. Critics say conversion therapy doesn't work and simply causes self-hatred and pain. To those critics, I give you Richard Cohen, the most well-known and thoughtful homo-to-hetero expert.
These two things and these two things, they just don't fit.
Is this how I'm supposed to be doing it? Gay sex usually doesn't work like that, but go on.
People have a right to determine how they wish to live their life. If they choose to live a gay life, great, okay. But to say that I have to live as a gay man because I had those desires, that's discrimination.
Yeah. Now, as we all know, being gay probably doesn't last anyway. It's the same thing as being milk. We expire very quickly.
What I found was that homosexuality was for the young. There was a time when I wasn't going to have hair anymore. There was a time when I wasn't going to work out every day and lay out in the sun.
Oh, right. If you're bald and fat, it's a lot easier to f women. But going straight doesn't mean you have to give up the things you really love.
You know, I don't know how to change my oil. I probably don't sit correctly. I love to shop. HGTV is my favorite channel.
Another win for conversion therapy. But look, gays, lose the self-hatred. This isn't all your fault. It's your mom's. As any good conversion therapist will tell you, she emotionally molested you. But that can be dealt with.
Mom! 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 Why did you do that to me?
And if it's not your mom's fault, it's your dad's. He didn't love you enough. You need some male-on-male bonding.
It's non-sexual. It establishes like parent-child relationship. So he didn't experience this growing up with his dad.
Rob, do you feel a sexual connection right now?
No, I don't. I feel very safe. It just feels wonderful.
That's the way to solve gayness. Two men cuddling in each other's arms. All you need is lube, and it's a tailgate party. The great news out of all this wackiness is that being gay is a choice. I should know. It totally worked for me. In fact, it worked so well that this is my last That's Gay segment. New Brian, new segment. Enjoy. That's straight. Yeah, that worked for like an hour. I wish it had worked for longer, though. That way, I wouldn't have to deal with this whole gay marriage issue. Because let's be honest, gay marriage makes no sense. Just ask the talking heads on television. That's gay. I've been watching a lot of TV lately, and I'm convinced that we gay people are being pretty selfish in our fight for gay marriage. After all, marriage is an institution that's been around for like a gabillion years.
There's a reason why every culture for the last 5,000 years has stood behind the definition of marriage being one man, one woman.
And there are restrictions that have been upheld in almost every civilization for millennia.
And in all the history of all the world, nothing ever changes.
Hey, Brian, are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine. I just have a huge headache.
And there is no way we're going to do this.
So this is really about redefining what marriage means.
Redefining marriage is not called for.
You know, I played in the NFL, and you have 11 guys against 11 guys. And when you start saying it's going to be 12 and 13 guys, you're changing the game. So this is about really changing the definition of marriage.
Is gay marriage trying to f with football? Oh, hell no. You can't just go redefining stuff willy-nilly. That would be like redefining how we poop, how we drink water. East Germany. It doesn't make any sense. this. Has anyone even thought about what a slippery slope this could become? Just listen to these three logic warriors.
I'm opposed to an older guy marrying a child and calling that a marriage. I'm opposed to one guy having multiple wives and calling that marriage.
Do you think those are equivalent to gays getting married?
Oh, I do.
What about bestiality? And ultimately, what about child molestation and pedophilia?
If the California Supreme Court had allowed the gays to marry, then anybody could have gotten married. You could have married a duck.
All right. Gay marriage is really not natural. Well, unless it's in nature. And then it's hard to be against something so adorable.
Meet Zet and Vielpunkt, who are fast becoming the world's most high-profile gay penguin couple.
Gangwins.
Gay gwins.
Handlers fitted one groom with a tie while the other groom wore a stunning red dress.
This is proof positive that being gay is normal and natural.
Gay gwins, the cutest. Two humans in love, Creek City, Utah. These gay penguins are raising a kid. Have we even thought about the children?
If my dad married a man, who would be my mom? I'm confused.
Think about all the other confusing things children have to deal with. Letters, left and right, middle names, time zones, why dad moved out and bought a Corvette. But more than anything, we need to protect the sanctity of heterosexual marriage. It's a holy, beautiful, and pristine thing.
You think you're doing? He married. You know he married.
For the last 4 years, I've been cheating on you with 5 different ladies.
God, it's beautiful. Gays, if I haven't convinced you how bad it would be and you still really, really want this, maybe it's time for marriage on their terms. Let's make a trashy wedding show!
This season on Gay Workout Weddings, Brian and Chuck tie the knot on their third set of bicep curls.
I do. I do. Is that Scott? Three-way! This whole discussion between gay marriage and
opposite marriage.
Yes, thank you, Carrie, is pretty tricky. So let's just leave it to the perfectly rational, well-balanced experts to make our decisions for us.